Some light damage on the front of the car.
Test it. Test it. So now it works. Yikes. I just realized something. That's right, another thing. The Moza app just crashed. I need to do another thing in the setup. Damn, okay. I want to close up the I was in first there? Jeez. I want to close up the brake ducts and keep a bit more temperature in the tires.
Green light, go, go, go.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Testing, testing, testing. Let's go! Discord kind of sucks. How are we doing tonight, everybody? Doing good? Ready for another race? Find my notes real quick because it's maybe a little late. Won't take up too much time. But yeah, we're back once again, week 6 here at Zolder. It's going to be a chilly one, so make sure you're wearing your coats. But tonight is just a practice race. It is only a 30-minute race, per usual, no changes. Qualifying, same as usual, 21-minute qualifying. No one is allowed to qualify with the first minute, so I believe it's the lower divisions or the even and Division 7. Division 2, Division 4, Division 6, and Division 7 will qualify in the first 10 minutes. So as soon as the clock hits 20 minutes left, you are allowed to go out. But no one is allowed to go out, like I said, in that first minute. You are allowed to line up, but you are not allowed to cross the pit exit line. At the 10-minute mark, Divisions 1, 3, and 5 will be able to go out and do their qualifying. So pretty straightforward there. Like I said, 30-minute race with a 28-minute pit window. No pit requirements this week. Just the basic 1 liter of fuel required. Feel free to take tires if you want. Up to you, but nothing but 1 liter. On pit entry this week, make sure everybody listens to this. I will repeat it again. Pit entry. Drivers entering the pits while trailing other cars are expected to not crash into cars in front. Obviously, this is just a special note from Jason. You must wait for the cars taking the final turns to clear out of the way before you continue straight on towards the pit entry. So you're not allowed to bomb it with cars in front of you to the left of them in the braking zone. If that is, it is a very reportable offense and you will be ticketed and you will get very harsh penalty. Not exactly sure how the story is going to go about that, but if you see it, please report it. That's all I say, because that's very unsafe, very unfair. So if there's cars in front of you, whether it be back up off the lap, off the cars in front of you, or you just wait for them to go through the corner, whatever way is safest, quickest for you. So I'll repeat that again before we go through, but jumping to the pit exit, everyone is expected to keep 4 tires within the duration of the white lines on the pit exit. In racing scenarios, you are expected to maintain the inside of turn 2 after you hit the pit line. For cars that are on the lap and not coming out of pit road, you are expected to give them space leaving the pit road because there is nowhere for them to go. It's also a very hard corner to see where cars are coming, as it is kind of a V entry with both cars. So people coming off of pit road, stay within the lines that keep all 4 tires within. If any of them cross, you will be penalized. It is being watched. Cars that are coming on past the pit lane, you are expected to leave room to the cars rejoining track.
Green light, give it all you can.
Any questions on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. I don't know how to do it exactly.
Questions. Might hear about losing all your wins. For all.
It's the driver's briefing is the deal. I think the other
yes.
people in my chat in my Discord are usually okay.
You can overlap, but they cannot go across.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Yep. That makes sense, Tyler. Awesome. All right, we're not going to worry about penalties tonight because it is just a practice race. If you do know you have a penalty and you want to practice it, say you have a pit lane start, up to you if you want to practice that. If not, feel free to qualify and start the race, but nothing to worry about there. I believe that is it for now. I do have one thing to say before servers open up here. They did just go down. In 2 weeks, I believe, or is it next week? I think it's next week. 12 hours of Bathurst. The SRA 2K is being put on
Do you hear
We
that?
have a couple
12 hours
spots
of
open.
Bathurst, and I'm gonna miss it
This Saturday.
because
We have a couple
it's
spots open.
8 a.m.
It'd
to
be really,
8
really
p.m.
cool if we could
I
get
can't
the
make it
entire
work.
grid for this, as it is the 2K anniversary, 2,000 members of SRA. Grab a friend, grab a couple friends. Yes, do the endurance. Jason will be there. Who knows for how long? He may hit the wall.
I was so
But
hyped for
yes, quick little promotion. It's going to be a good time. We want as many people involved as we can. Yes, like Josh Damiani says, if you do not do it, you will be disqualified from every race beyond the SRA 2K.
No, I believe that if you don't have all of your members do your qualifying stint, you're not allowed to participate.
You went serious with it. I was just playing around.
Yeah, look up 2 messages.
Yep, sorry, no, that's just but yes, I'll restate what he said. Those of you who are in the endurance or will be joining the endurance, everybody has to join the endurance qualifying server. Search SRAE and must do 3 valid laps. Otherwise, you will get. Would you say it's a disqualification? Oh, SRAQ. Scratch that. Sorry, SRAQ. Don't listen to me. And then everybody must do 3 laps to get your lap average, and that's where your team qualifies. So, if you haven't done it yet, make sure you get on that. You got a week to do it. Actually, it's less than a week now. A couple days. Yes, thank you, Jess. Less than a week. Less than a week. Very anticipated race, so hopefully we get everybody. But servers here are just now populating. Servers are labeled with your divisions. Divisions 5, 6, and 7 will be together. Division 1 and 2 will be together. And then Division 3 and 4 will be together. The password for tonight is going to be
Oh, I didn't save it.
lowercase SRA.
Shit. Oh.
Y'all quick with it. Y'all very, very quick with it. If there's any questions, please feel free to raise your hand, ask in chat. I'll be here for a few minutes.
Let's get the clicker.
Good luck, everybody. Have fun. Hopefully you get good practice. Yes, David, 1 lead.
Alright. I'm now in my own Discord. And oh, I'm gonna check that out. The comparison video in Morph's Discord. Presumably at the bottom. I see. Here we go. Oh. Don't tease me, V. Don't tease me, veggies. That's nice. God, that low rumble. Gorgeous, darling. Oh, that was so good. Alright. Load our qualifying setup. It was too quiet on the stream. the stock was too quiet, I see. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. What is it showing? It's showing Discord. Oh, because I switched to Discord and it picks it up. Ah, yes. So at the end of the stream, what I usually do is I join the where is it? I'll join the Discord and we'll review the race, and like they'll stream the replay, right? And so I want the stream to see if I'm gonna be in there. And when I leave and I reload OBS, it doesn't when I leave and reload OBS, it doesn't like plaster the Discord on top of it anymore. So I just keep going with it, but then if I ever switch like alt tab to the Discord, it's fucked. And then the mic settings are just, it is what it is. I can't fuck with that right now. I gotta worry about qualifying. I wish there was a button to remove the rear view camera and just keep the virtual one. Because it covers up a lot of the screen. Thanks, bro. I'm working with two very different setups for qualifying and for race in order to see what I like better. And then I have 2 days to practice before like the actual race. I did a few laps on Saturday and that was it. Oh, Jesus. That's my teammate behind me. It's Zolder. It's a good one, but it's not a passing track. Like, and by that I just mean that it's tough to pass. Like, this is a good spot, the hairpin, right? If you can send it on the inside, because you got to run from that little chicane. So if you do the chicane well, you get a run. But like here, yeah, and I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I guess we'll see.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
Kind of like Hungary, yeah? We were just on Brands Hatch, which is exactly the same deal. Like, if you're defending, you have a pretty easy job. He has to get some insane kind of run on you for you to not be able to defend it. Actually, I feel like any run that anyone gets on you on Brands is defendable. You just go defensive, and they don't have a choice. They can't go around the outside. But if they make a mistake, obviously we can capitalize. Still though, you can't rely on out driving somebody. Unless maybe you can make them like panic by just sitting in their face in the rear view. I've seen the lap times that the D2 guys are putting up, and I think that I'll probably be the last driver on grid today for this practice race. Hopefully I can put a lap together. So yeah, stick on them until they make a mistake. It's true, it's not as easy to drive well when you're constantly checking your rear view, anticipating when you have to go defensive. Still though, as long as you're, like, if you're confident that it's tough to pass on brands, and you can just like calm yourself down, be just like, I will go defensive, I will claim that apex, just park it on there, and they're going to need to make contact if they want to pass. Now in Gran Turismo, that's a valid strategy because you get a slap on the wrist at most, but here you'll damage your own car, and it's very easy to slip up, like just completely slide out off of little contact. Standard GT7 move, chrome horn. How are my pressures? They are okay. They're all right.
Slow car ahead.
That Damiani guy in front of me, he's the one I wrecked last race. It wasn't on purpose, but he certainly got Crody's wrath. T1 on brands, I hung too close, didn't see where everybody was braking, because there was a pack of them in front of me, and I had nowhere to go. No!
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Ivan,
Hey.
your mic far from me?
Yeah. What's up?
What you fucking up tonight?
I'm racing.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're racing, but that also implies that you're fucking it up. So what are
Oh,
you
sorry,
fucking
I
up
thought.
tonight?
I see. I thought you meant more like I get it. Zolder. I'm fucking on Zolder.
Okay, there you go.
And
Dude, I watched like a 45-minute live stream with the fucking devs. Oh my fucking god.
I haven't seen it.
Light
I
no
just saw
fire.
I saw the. Oh shit! I saw the game.
I don't know if they're publishing that live stream. I was just on Twitch and it popped up as a, oh hey, the developers are doing a live stream, and like they were just talking about the game and playing the game and kind of like just like, you know, saying that, like, you know, it's just showing that the video they released was like real. Because like a lot of people were calling bullshit. They're like, nah man, like, yeah, here, let me load in this fucking Drake and we're gonna fly it around for a little bit. It's basically like
Does it sound like there's substance?
and yes. It sounds like they took No Man's Sky, they took Ark Survival Evolved, and they took Valheim, and they had like a three-way love child. Let me put it this way, you don't like survival games, Ivan, but there's so much exploration to do, and it's procedurally generated, that like I'm down to play because I can
I
do the
think I'll be
survival
busy,
shit,
yeah.
and you can just go be busy flying or just go exploring and like, hey, just bring me. Hey, literally, just fetch quest. Ivan, I need this thing. Go get me this thing. I'm gonna sit here and build a
3
castle on
tons
top
of
of a mountain.
titanium, Brody.
Yeah, pretty much. I need star metal, Ivan. Where do we get star metal? I don't fucking know.
Figure it out. This is your job. This is what you're for. Oh my god. Like,
Validating. Please try to stay on
Actually, the only funny part was fucking Ivan being like, "Oh, hey, be careful with your," or not you, Shoddy be like, "Oh, hey, be careful with your pets," and then immediately like losing his pet to the fucking lava.
okay. Well, that was a fucking failure. I moved my mic closer to my mouth. Is it better?
No, it's still fun.
Okay.
I mean,
I
how do I
have an
describe it? Like,
idea. Hold on.
it sounds like you're sitting in a small bathroom, and then
Yeah.
like, you know, with all the reverb talking into the mic.
Yeah, I know. I think I know what it is. No, that looks fine. Shit. What is it?
Ooh, hey, are you at a stopping point? You have to listen to this track, dude. Just tell me what you think.
Oh, that's what it. Oh my god.
Okay. How about now?
There you go, look timber.
Veggies, if you're still here, how do I sound now? Wiggly bits. Sounds like you're using the correct mic. Yeah. That if I could like this permanently like fry the mic on the webcam, that would be great. Okay, Ram, what were you saying? Like you got to check out something?
Yeah, I've got it for you right now. I'm gonna send it to you in Discord. You gotta listen to this track. This is like a made-for-radio track too, so it's only like 2 minutes long. But yeah, they just dropped it a couple days ago, and I just listened to it for the first time today, and I was like, yeah.
Okay, send it. Doesn't sound like I'm across the room. Thanks, Veggies. Yeah, I didn't know that was the problem. That's my bad.
There you go. DM in Discord.
Copy that.
I think I sent you some of these guys.
Oh, I know
before,
these
but-
guys. These were like the gangster rappers, right? The grandpas.
Yeah. They're called the OGs of grime rap. But they just dropped this new track, and I have to admit,
Let's see.
it got me bobbing.
Changes swinging on my neck, cold rings on my fingers, something on my wrist, tucked into my waist, look, see me with a clip. Big blast of the Bombay, take a little sip like vintage sticks, still blast from the bars. Cold rings deep when I blast in the club. Just stepped into the building, show a little face, and I'm back on the road like Dubai trips on a jet plane, bar railings for the watch and the neck chain. Don't want drinks when I land, I'm a sip of chai tea, cause a fly give me neck pain. Mumbai girl for the while she's smiling. I had a notch on a bed frame. Italian spade in the seats of a brand new motor. Quick little squirt of the Hagerwood boot for Mozambique. Got a Taylor suit with the bros on feet. I'm in Casablanca, blind Jack, I render with the AC blurred in the driver's seat. Talk to the platinum ends, I'm a timepiece boy, cause the face ain't listening. Shining, glistening, look at these diamonds dance while I stepped inside of the building. Changes swinging on my neck, gold rings on my fingers, something on my wrist. Tucked into my waist, look, see me with a
That's-
big glass of the Bombay, took a little sip like
It's good, but it's just the video, their faces, you know? It's so hard to like take seriously.
So yeah, like I think, man, I can't remember if I did or not, but like the first time I saw them, it was plugged in with Fumes, and like Fumes is a pretty famous producer over in the UK, and like he does like some big names over there, like bring him in the studio, it cuts like a beat for him, and they do just like a freestyle. And like it's one of those things, it's like, I mean, they are legit, like they, you know, according to all the reporting, everything, They write their own bars. Like, I can link you a video. They tour in the UK. They do their own shows. And
No,
it's like,
I believe you. Like
yeah.
I'm not
So-
suggesting that they have like ghostwriters write for them or anything.
So
it's just
here
like it's
is
so
the-
tough to hear a young man's lyrics coming out of those guys'
Yeah.
mouths, you know. And
Yeah,
then
but
all
they
they
put all
have
the
all
young
their like
guys to shame.
70, 80-year-old friends with them, right? Like it's just
Yeah.
it's
So
so
it's
hard
so,
to look at that seriously.
So it's so funny. So it's Pete and Bass and their crew. All right, because there's a whole bunch of guys that are part of their crew, but their crew is called the Snooker Team.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and like, dude, they've got some, like, if you haven't like went down the rabbit hole, like some of my favorite songs. They just did one like last month called Longhorn Shotgun, which is pretty fucking dope. Then I'm a big fan of Mr. Worldwide, which is just this pretty damn good like club beat track. But the thing is, so here's the story. So the short one, Pete, he retired from the post office. He was working as a postal guy there, and he was just retired, but he was taking his grandkids to school and whatnot. And one of his granddaughters, she kept changing his radio station in his car to like the grime, hip hop, UK rap track. And he got so tired of like fixing it, changing it back, he just started listening to it. And then, he was like, oh, this isn't too bad. And apparently he had met Bass, the tall guy, 10 years before or something like that. And Bass was a music instructor. He legitimately plays, I'm not going to say all instruments, but a goddamn many of them. And, he got to talking with his buddy about it. And then Bass is the one who brought it up. He's like, we could do that. Because, he'd been doing music for a long time. So they put together a song, and it's like real basic. It is nowhere near polished at this level. If you go back and listen to their like first 2 or 3 things they did, and it was kind of just like a funny gimmicky thing, but like they actually wrote some really good bars. And then from there, it just kind of like, the community there just kind of picked up on it, and then out comes the backstory. So like, everyone's like, oh, how can these 2 grandpas like sit there and talk about like, carrying pieces and like fucking, burying people out in the fucking, out in the fields, or like, Pete talks about it all the time. Is that he's like, I got a pig farm out in Westfield, and come to find out. All right, I'll start with Bass because
She's like the gangster from Snatch.
So yeah, in like the late 50s, early 60s, they didn't know each other, but they were both kind of well known in that like southern London area. Bass's family used to run an underground boxing ring, and Bass, being 6'5" was a...
Okay, I'll eat after. Thanks.
Yeah. And you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, so Bass's family got raided by the fucking police, and he wound up going to fucking jail, or they call it, an MP there, for a short stint. And then when he got out, like, he just kind of like left that gang, the underground lifestyle, and then pursued his interest in music. All right. Now Pete is the more interesting one. So have you ever heard of the infamous London Richardson twins?
No.
So yeah, they were basically like the London Mafia.
Okay.
And by all accounts, and not to mention like court proceedings, Pete was basically I want to say enforcer.
Oh shit.
So he had got a run-in with the law, and like Pete actually did serve some jail time for something that happened. He wrote they put out a song called Golf, which loosely describes what happened. But it's like, it's so funny because in like all of their music videos, you never see Pete hold anything that looks like a gun. Because and then someone else was explaining, it's like, yeah, like under the terms of his parole, like Pete can't really like do anything to step out of line. It's why he got a job with the postal service and just like became like a normal fucking citizen because they didn't want to go back to jail.
Yeah.
So it's like they sit there and like they rap about all this shit, but at the same time they have that like air of like I believe.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but no, like they it's a little rabbit hole, but like, you know, if you can get like I actually kind of do like the UK rap scene because the different accents, you know, especially Bass has what's called the Cockney accent, which lets him roll like you know, it's a very unique London accent, but the way he can roll words back and forth, and it's like the way they talk, different things rhyme. Like the way we talk in America versus, even though we're speaking almost the same fucking language, the way they stretch their vowels actually lets them rhyme things that we cannot rhyme together.
Nice.
So for me, like I've gotten into listening to a lot of grime rap because it's, you know, it's new, it's like kind of fresh. But anyways, yeah. I'll leave that with you. You can kick that in the background while you're working or something. But dude, that flow, that whole beat just flows.
They are, yeah, they're good. I'll listen to it some more after the stream.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my qualifying went straight to shit. I'm gonna have to focus.
I think I'm gonna go back to my other favorite hobby, which is watching people react to Bricky. You know nothing.
Oh hey, have you been playing Rogue Trader?
I have. I haven't got to play a lot of it lately. You know, started my new job, so it's been a little preoccupied with that. But what I played so far, I like.
Nice.
It's
yeah, it's
definitely...
not like the turn-based thing isn't really my jam, but I kind of was curious. I was gonna have you tell me about it, but maybe after you've done a little bit more in it.
Yeah, well, I've also, like, you know, some of my friends are playing a lot of it. Even if turn-based isn't your jam, it's not like Baldur's Gate or something like that. Like, this turn-based system is very it's very synergistic. Like, it's a lot of buffing, moving, attacking, and then like everything kind of supports each other. So like the fights go really well if there's like a statistic called momentum. If you can like stack all the buffs and all your different characters and get things moving in your favor, as you build up that momentum, like things just get easier and easier and more fun because shit's just clicking. The reverse of that, like if you get jump and you start with like almost no momentum, shit gets hard real fucking quick. But the rest of it, like the narrative story is very good. Like there's a lot of like diplomacy, talking, choices matter. There's like a mechanic for each world, like as you're going through the story and you get to a new world, like you can literally influence, or based on your actions, you know, you can loot the world, you can save the world, you know, which basically you get like faith reward for that. It's a different mechanic. Or you can literally just drive the world to destruction. It's all kind of what you want to do with it. I will say the replayability is so high because your like character creation, and there's so many different options, you know, as far as your main character, that I mean, fuck dude, like I'll probably play through that whole campaign a minimum of 5 times.
Nice.
Like that's only half the playable classes. Yeah. And then there's 2 expansions already in the works. Because that's how the Owlcat Studios, how they did the D&D thing they did. Like they just released like 10 fucking expansions for the game. Their original game. So, so far reviews are good. There are some bugs. I mean, arguably the studio with their other game was just known for a lot of buggy shit. But so far, every bug I've run into, I can just immediately save the game and then reload the game, and the bug's fixed.
Stay single file.
That's pretty good.
How much do you know about Rogue Traders?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay. So,
But
like...
you know what? Sorry, we didn't really get a chance to talk about it. I remember you saying before that you wanted to check out Darktide, and Darktide, like the gameplay, Luke, dude, it's a fun game. I can't do it alone, and there's no. It seems like the only reason you go through the loop is just to keep going through the loop. Like it doesn't seem like there's any kind of like next tier or whatever. Like there's difficulties and whatnot anyway, but it's a really good game.
The same thing. It was the same thing in Vermintide, where like, you know, there's some upgradable shit, customizational shit, but eventually you're playing the game just to do it on harder difficulties, and then
and get like the perfect rolls essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. They call them god rolls, right? So
yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, I've been looking at Darktide. I think when the Christmas sale kicks off, I'm gonna buy it. But my thing is,
I didn't. For 20
I'm glad
bucks,
I didn't
worth
pre-order. Yeah, I did pre-order Darktide because it's a fat shark game, and I played 2 other Vermintide and Vermintide 2, and they were just horrendous at launch, but then they were really good later on. So I was like, I'll just sleep on this one until it gets good. And now I think it's there. I'm kind of fucked up. I need to like completely restart Cyberpunk because I didn't know how the Phantom Liberty expansion really works.
In what sense?
So, the 1 engram chip from Phantom Liberty, alright, basically, you can interact with him through all the side missions, through all the side missions, just like you can interact with Johnny. So,
with like
if you
the
want to
girl?
see, yeah, it's Angel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically what you need to do is you need to start a file, and you need to go through you may have actually done this right, because I sure as hell did, but you want to just do story missions. Don't do any side missions. Do the story missions up to Taipan to where you unlock Phantom Liberty, and then immediately start Phantom Liberty. Alright, but don't do anything else, because Angel is basically programmed into so much of the side mission crap that if you do any of it, you're gonna miss out on interactions. And I will admit, it doesn't like, you know, add anything stat wise or power level wise to the game, but you know, with a game like Cyberpunk, it is kind of about the interactions and seeing all the recorded shit, because there's so much in it. But yeah, I've basically done almost all of the side quests in the game, and like I haven't even done the parade yet as far as the story mission.
Green light. Go, go, go.
So I'm pretty much fucked up that save file. So I think I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna play it,
Clear on the right.
and then I'm gonna start another one and maybe do a hacking agility tech character. So like pistols, hacking, and you know, you have to do tech. If you're not doing a tech build, why are you playing Cyberpunk? Adrenaline Rush is too fucking good.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Slow car ahead. Car on the right. Clear on
Oh man, that is such a fucking bar too. It's literally just a 4 beat bar, but it works so well. It's like it says a vintage stick, a blast from the past. So like a stick refers to a gun, all right, and then vintage, so you have like an antique gun, like something they would have used in the 60s. You know what I mean? Like a 2.2 or a 4.4, all right, and a blast from the past. I mean, that's like a triple entendre in 4 beats.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Mandatory stop and start clear. Let's go, 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 go.
This man has a stop go 30 and he nearly crashed into me at the pit lane. Okay.
Yellow
Fuck
flag
him.
in sector 3.
Alright, I have some clear air in front of me. Let's see if I can make up any time. Short answer is no, but in the long term, maybe?
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Oh yeah, but before I get too deep into this bricky thing again, Rogue Trader side. So when you talk about like power levels, all right, in 40K, okay, so like ultimate power, is the Emperor, all right, but he can't do shit. All right, then you have the Gilliman and the High Lords, all right. So like they are like unquestionable, do whatever the fuck they want, all right. Then beneath that you have like really the Inquisitions outside of that, but like beneath that you have the nobility, and like that's what the Rogue Traders are. They're like nobility of the Imperium, but they have a writ to do basically whatever the fuck they want. Like it's a document signed
From whom?
and from the Emperor himself. So
The
all
Emperor
of the
gave the nobility a writ to do whatever the what?
Yep.
Wait,
So-
is that why they're nobility? Because of the writ?
Yes. And because of the writ, they are nobility. Alright. So, and if the permit allows them to go out beyond the borders of the Imperium and basically explore, pillage,
Whatever they want, because they're infallible.
Yeah, so like they have basically the only entities that really have any control over Rogue Traders are the Inquisition and the High Lords. Like planetary system governors, you know what I mean? Like those are also nobility, but the Rogue Trader could do pretty much whatever the fuck they want. So
interesting.
then,
Makes you wonder why that
yeah.
exists. Like,
so it goes back to the 30K timeline when the Imperium was expanding before the Great Crusade now, alright? The Emperor gave these writs out, so these people would, you know, they basically took fleets and left Terra. So a lot of these, you know, documents that empower these people have been around for 10,000 years. And the cool thing is the way that they authenticate these documents is that the Emperor used some of his, like, literally stamped these things with his own blood.
oh, nice.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's hard to forge.
yeah, so there is a story / timeline where basically a Rogue Trader has the writ stolen from him by the Dark Eldar, and then it's like assumed that the Dark Eldar is trying to use their technology to clone the Emperor because they have his DNA now.
Oh, okay. That's a cool storyline,
You know what I mean?
actually.
Yeah, but like that's like what Rogue Traders are. Like they basically can pass through any system. The only people that can really fuck with them are like the Inquisition, or like super high level like administratum, like, you know,
They'd have to
like
get really. They'd have to do something pretty fucked up to get on the radar of the administratum or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, do they concern themselves with policing the fucking Rogue Traders?
Well, the Rogue Traders are like more of a problem and a hindrance to them than anything, because like the Rogue Traders, like they'll go out beyond the known Imperium and bring stuff back in that, you know, might be worth something, might not be worth something. Might just, you know, bring, you know, a demon back in.
Maybe not.
Yeah. But like there are literally these people who are just vested in invisible power. It's like a Rogue Trader could potentially like stop at a world and be like, yeah, I need like 10,000 troops, and like subpoena the governor, and, you know, maybe negotiate with the governor like, hey, give me 10,000 troops and I will give you like a cut of whatever I'm about to go do.
I'm about to give you a cut of the shit I'm gonna fuck up.
Yeah, pretty much. So, like, they are very powerful people in the Imperium.
Hey, Mr. Rogue Trader, what are you about to do? I'm about to find out.
And, you know, in many ways, like, you know, recovering lost tech to sell to the Mechanicum, like, that probably makes them a lot of money.
Ancient civilizations, undiscovered planets, resources, they can essentially claim it as their own and then do what they wish.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Basically discover, you know, a world and orchestrate it to be brought into the Imperium, and then just have like your, let's say for example, your second cousin is now the planetary governor.
What a coincidence.
Exactly, right?
Um,
But I will say the game's been pretty
Yellow
solid
flag
so
is
far.
sector 1.
Nice. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I forget what. I have to focus on racing.
Sometimes I feel like you do better when you don't focus on racing.
I definitely do better when I focus on racing.
I don't know, you could be like a
Whenever I chat, I I lose focus, and it's so like as soon as I start talking, as soon as I open my mouth, you can tell that I'm driving worse. I can tell also, but I do it because it's way more fun when I'm talking.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
What's the yellow flag? I don't get it.
Well done, mate. This is me, your muscle best.
Oh no, did somebody... Fuck. I think somebody went to the pits with a yellow flag and like stayed there. And now they'll have a yellow flag all the way through every time we cross the straight. No! Oh my gosh.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. Yellow flag in sector 1. We are halfway through. Keep pushing. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. There's a slow car ahead.
Jesus.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Getting on throttle too early in that corner. Hey, Tar Heel. Shit.
We have some light damage in the rear of the car.
Oh no. Just fucking.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
The rear is gone. How? I'm gonna have to change that setup a bit. Oh, maybe because of the damage.
Faster car coming up behind. Watch out.
If the diffuser got dinged.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Yeah, that's tough with that. I think the diffuser is the cause, the biggest cause there. The car already kind of rotates when I'm on throttle more than I would like, and now with the damage, now it's just like sliding out consistently.
Sector 3.
Come on. Oh. Just don't know how to drive.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. There's a slow car ahead.
It's so hard for me to recover this car once it's gone. Like, it's just the weight. It just keeps moving and bouncing so much that I just can't do it.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. Big window is now closed.
Maybe I should have turned up traction control.
There's a slow car ahead.
Actually, I suppose I still can. Look at it. It just... it's so rough. Like, I feel like I'm going so slow, and the rear is still just turning, just spinning.
Leader has finished the race.
Maybe I should drive traction control 3 all the way through. I need to test that with this setup.
Alright, check it fine. Good job. You did the best you could. Now bring the car back. We've got some severe damage at the front.
Ah. Okay. Okay. Well, we've learned a lot. was pretty happy with everything except, I mean, obviously driving, that's just practice. I want to try TC3 with full fuel. How much did I finish with? $53 over. I think I started with 100. So in 30 minutes, what, 47 liters? So I think 100 is good. Probably start the full race with 100. 2.25 times like 40, right? 22. So 44. What is that? 88, so 90. But with a little bit, 100 should get me covered pretty well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're going straight back to the race practice server.
Green light, green.
And I'm gonna run a few laps. But with perhaps no damage and see, traction control 3. Full fuel, no damage, traction control 3. We won't be on optimum. Yeah, the track won't be optimal. That's alright. TC3 will probably give me less rotation, but I have to fix the pressures because the rear is going to be under pressured probably. I could lower the rake by 1. And see if I still get a decent amount of rotation in the car. But like more stability in the rear. Mazda pit house crashed again. I don't know what's going on with it. Oh, forgot to go to first.
Probably this has been your pussy last.
so frustrating. It just slides out there. I don't know why. Okay. All right, Moza. What is your major malfunction? Okay, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, if you're supposed to be working, then fucking work. No, this is BS. It's definitely not working. Like, yeah, it's just... You're not working, dude. Just... Is it when I finish a race or something? It spazzes out? Okay. I think I might need to restart the game. Ah, fuck it, whatever. I'll just drive like this.
Is that your excuse now? Oh, I need to restart the game. That's the solution.
Yeah, that'll fix all my problems.
Actually, I just watched like a real good doc, or this guy put a thing about playing Dark Souls, where it's like, I think it's called Get Good, and like, you know, he goes from the, you know, it's such a shitty when like you first started, and like every time I ask for help, you know, you have to get good. You know, but then really ultimately as you play a Souls game, you realize that like that is the only thing that will help you, is you need to actually become better at playing the game.
It does make sense. Oh, the pressures are what? Oh.
Got some light damage on the front of the car.
What's the point? Okay. Let's go to the qualifying server.
Green light.
And put some work in on that. And also, I want to try this setup, but with higher pressures. Okay. Come on. Traction control 1 in qualifying. Okay, I mean, I get it, but I don't think that's for me. Let's go to 2 and see if I can control it just for like 1 golden lap.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Nope, that's a cut. I also need to figure out a way to get the car to turn more. I mean, I guess it's just me and throttle. T1 felt good. T2 felt okay. T4 is terrible.
There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front.
More patience on throttle in that corner, that's what I need. Seems to work out pretty well afterward.
system so far.
That's not how you do that, chicane. You got a bit greedy. Got a bit greedy. How are my pressures? Okay. Okay. Let's call this qualifying number 2. And go out there again. I want to hit a 27. Still on TC1. I'm gonna go back to TC2.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Man, maybe I need traction control 3, dude. The rear is just going. Like, coming out of corners, I can't have the car rotating like that. Okay, let's go to traction control 3. I also need to change my pressures and close up the ducts.
Well done, mate. This has been your first person.
I think just a little bit of practice, a bit more fine-tuning. I'll hit a 27. Alright, let's put in 1 more liter of fuel and make some final adjustments. Increase rear pressures. I think I can leave the temperatures in the rear. Like, I think I can leave the ducts, but in the front, I gotta hit them up. Let's see. Okay. First, stabilize. Second, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then close up the front ducts. And then lower pressures. And then add 1 extra liter of fuel. And then save settings. I can definitely hit a 27. I don't want to say definitely. That was a mistake. I feel like I can definitely hit it though. Like, I feel like I can. Can I? No. No, probably not. Come on. Oh yeah. Traction control 3. Oh. Yep. That happens sometimes. That's a killer. If you just hit that chicane wrong, your rear end jumps up in the air, but when you land, it's slightly sideways and it does not stop turning, it just keeps going. I can only pray that doesn't happen in the race, but it is not uncommon for that to happen to me. I just couldn't stay off throttle, you know? You know when you watch yourself just go out wide and you're like, why am I at half throttle, 3/4 throttle if I'm going out wide? Why?
Sorry, man, I just got back. What were you complaining about?
Nothing, I'm talking to myself. I have to, I just have to get better at, like, stop being greedy, Ivan.
There's some real truth to that, is when you know how far you can push it, alright, you get comfortable. And then it's like, you know, you have your little line in the sand, and then if something becomes, well, I gotta push it a little more. I gotta push it more, and then all of a sudden, like, you're over what you can handle, and you have that knee-jerk retraction back to where you were the first time. So it's about making improvements incrementally and not regressing.
What about depressing? Can I depress?
I'd say my only recommended thing to depress, I would say, is beer can taps. So can either be a negative or positive modifier to your performance.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Ah, terrible. I'm losing time in places where I shouldn't be. Shit.
Yellow flag acceptable.
No. I've done that before too, although that one's more rare.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Fuck! That is so frustrating.
Yep. You'll get it, man. Alright, bro. I think I'm gonna head to bed.
Alright, dude. Take it easy. I think I'm gonna... What time is it? Almost
It's almost
11? Yeah, I don't know how much longer I've got. Stop turning off.
Yeah, the waking up at 5:30 in the morning is, yeah, it's rough.
You got to... What am I doing? You got to figure it out because soon there's going to be a game out and I'm going to want all-night sessions.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm good. Like, as long as I'm in bed by 11, I'm good. But it's the,
Is you out your... What are we going to do by 11?
well, you're gonna get on at 8, and then that's 3
In
hours.
the morning?
So 8 in the morning? What?
You're going to be like... You'll be doing 8 in the morning on weekends trying to catch up.
I mean, I actually have had quite a bit of time. I've just been kind of napping when I'm at the house, because if I'm,
Nice.
yeah, like if I'm not out on a
Hell
call,
yeah.
I'm literally at the house. So.
No, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Like, you're
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna...
you're definitely.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It has been a little pretty fucking busy the last 2 weeks, though. I think just with the Thanksgiving holiday and then going into the Christmas holiday, it's been kind of busy. But I've already been told to kind of expect a slow day every now and then, where you might just be post up at the house and we'll go like do 2 quick 10-minute calls.
Cool.
But anyways, I'll catch you tomorrow.
All right, dude.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
You know when you take a bad line and you're like, I think I can save it. All I gotta do is stay on throttle. Don't do that. Never do that. I learned so many bad lessons from Gran Turismo. And I shouldn't say, like, I don't mean that in a negative view of Gran Turismo. It's just because it's not a full sim, it's a simcade. It has some things in it that make you easier to deal with when shit goes wrong. So, like, I wish that the first driving experience I had was with a simulator, because I think I would have been learning better lessons through necessity. Whereas in Gran Turismo, I was able to recover by doing video game things more than driving things, you know? Like, oh, I'm losing my rear end. That's okay. Just stay on full throttle, counter steer, drift through the corner, no problem.
Yellow flag accepted.
I learned in this and iRacing that if your rear wheels are spinning and you have no traction, then staying on throttle isn't going to get you back. Like, you gotta do something else. Now, if it's just like a tiny little spin, fine. But if you're leaving a corner and you're at like low RPMs and your wheel starts spinning at high RPMs, you're not recovering that. There's no amount of counter steer that's gonna fix it. You gotta get off throttle and then not repeat the mistake.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
What is the second jump? What the fuck was the second jump? No, don't do that. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Infuriating. Oh, I'm so mad.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I short shifted to third, hoping that it wasn't gonna push me out, but it did not care. Car has power.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Okay, well, I think I'm done. I think there is nothing left to be gained tonight on account of driving poorly and being frustrated. We could try again tomorrow. I thought it would have gone better today, but yeah, it is what it is. I still need to practice race pace. Oh well. Okay. Anyway, thanks everybody. It's nice having you around. On Wednesday is the real race. Tomorrow is D1. On Wednesday is D2. And I'll be watching that on the SRA channel on Twitch. But if you'd like to, you can hang out with me on Wednesday, watch the race from first person. You know. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Where's the thing? The fuck is my... Oh, here we go. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna go, guys.